Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to take you through the steps to use Google Explore for your research and for finding images. The first thing that you need to know is this little button down here will take you into Explore, or if you go up to Tools, you can also find Explore. Notice it has the same icon in both places. As you found before, there's always more than one way to do something on the computer. So first, let's look at research. I'm going to use one of my favorite topics, Brussels Griffon, which is the dog that I own and love. So when you're on the web, notice how it brings up a general description. Many times that's Wikipedia, as you can see, and it'll just give you a general description of whatever you've searched for. If you go down further, you can find different things. The American Kennel Club, pictures, Vet Street. The American Kennel Club, I'm going to use that one. So what I'm going to do is come down here. This is going to be my note paper, and I'm going to look up the right breed for you. Now, because I'm using this site, and I'm going to use this right here, in order to cite that source, all I have to do is come up to here and cite it as a footnote. But before you do that, you should always come up here to your web results. For you, as middle schoolers, you're going to be using MLA format. When you get into college, you probably switch to APA. But for now, Google defaults to MLA, and that's what you'll be using. But always check that. I know a couple times I've worked on papers where I needed APA and found that after a while I've had it all in MLA. So after you make sure that you're in the right format, come to here, click on this little quotation mark, and notice the tiny one there. That shows you that it has cited your source. Don't delete that one or your source goes away. Just leave it there. You can always get rid of it later if you want to. Then if you go to the bottom of the page, your cited source in proper format is already there. Now, just in case you're curious, I'm going to click on that and go to APA, just so that you can see that there is in fact a difference. Now notice it has 1 and 2 because I cited 2 sources. But notice the difference in the format between the two different, between the MLA and the APA. There's quite a difference, so if you're asked to do one, it will be noticed if you do the other. So I'm going to delete the 2, and you'll notice if I come back down here, the second citing is gone. All right, so you can do that for every site that you use. And then if you have to create a separate works cited page, you have all your information down below. You can copy and paste it wherever you need it to go. But this is an easy way to keep track of it as you go along. Now for images, notice how it says images right here. Click on images. Now one thing you have to remember for Google Explore, it's automatically set up labeled for reuse with modification. Now to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, if we go into the regular Google search, notice the options that you can have. When it's not filtered by license, you get every single picture that is on Google that's labeled as Brussels Griffon. When you click on labeled for reuse with modification, your search is limited more. And every time you click on one of these, you'll get a different assortment based on what people have said they want to allow you to do. So this is the one that's in the Google Explore tool. Sometimes you may have to come into Google and search, but you still need to cite your picture, and you can never use these are labeled for reuse for modification, so you can use it with anything. The non-commercial ones you can use for school projects, but you couldn't use it like on a web page or on something else that you're using to sell or make money. So back to here. So when you use the image search through Google Explore, all you have to do is hold on to the image and pull it into your project. Usually it comes in huge. Whenever you resize an image, please make sure you resize from the corners. That resizes it vertically and horizontally at the same time. If you do it from the side or from the top, you're going to get circus image looking things, which are not going to help your project out. So this is just a brief introduction to how to use Google Explore. Hopefully this will help you when you're doing your research. All right, have a great day and have fun.